Let's talk about one more subject right now. If you're wondering, this is a camera strap. As out here, we're playing with the cameras. I am so impressed with this thought. Is that I don't see how it cannot be God's, but I am very careful about saying that God told me something. But listen to what I got to say. When you come into the presence of Christ, I want you to visualize it a big clear bubble. And it narrows as it gets up higher. But when you come into the presence of Christ, this bubble represents His Spirit and His relationship to you. And I can't read the Bible anyway, but to say that the fruits of the Spirit is going to be the dominant part in your life. Listen to me now. When I come into the bottom of that bubble, the distortion, the mud that followed me was many. And I was born with some birth defects, my eyes, my mouth, and the way I think. I started to say possibly the way I think, but it definitely affected the way I think. And then I got burnt from a whole coffee pot full of coffee when I was 2 years old. Anyway, that's not the gist of the story. God told me, if it was God, He told me, don't you tell this story with any demeaning effect towards your own self. Get me? Way up there. You go in humble before Christ. You got all that trash that's with you. I leaned up towards Christ and I said, God, how can I be responsible for what happened to me when I was a baby, the way I was born, and different things that happened to me affected me so greatly? He said one of the sweetest things that's ever been said to me. He said, you're not responsible. What you're responsible for is bringing it to me. When you bring it to me, then I told it and it's mine. Just make sure that every time that when you're drifting, you hit the edge of the bubble, so to speak, which is encapsulated in the fruits of the Spirit. And then when you hit that, you're about to get out into the flesh. And make sure that your angle of deflection is up. You're getting closer to Christ, not down. But even if it goes down, don't give it. And I got a message for you. If you've had a recent tragedy in your life, if you're addicted to drugs, any of those things, if you've got emotional scars from your childhood, and I guarantee you most of us do that, walk, crawl, or slide into that bubble. When you get in there and you put your finger up and talk to Christ. Christ is truth. You have to have absolute truth to talk back to Him. And when you to communicate with Him, and you tell Christ your problems. And I'll tell you something. The world is full of people that has diabetes that's never been healed. The world's full of cancer that will never be healed. But sin and trouble brought to Christ, if you'll anchor it in Him, not leave, but stay there, God will heal that heart. My name is Winston Hudson, and I'm concerned about the church.